So as a kid, I was always told that I was moody or too sensitive. And it wasn't until I got older and realized that I had undiagnosed anxiety my whole life that sort of made sense. So it wasn't that something was wrong with me. It's just that I didn't know what I was feeling. I wasn't able to name it, that it was anxiety, and I didn't know how to cope with it. So it came out as irritability or, having disproportionate reactions to things. And so it kind of became a joke in my family that, I was moody or I was sensitive. And if that's terminology that your family used to describe you growing up, then it's likely that there was something brewing underneath the surface as well. So fast forward into adult life, and my husband would ask me, if he could detect that my mood shifted or, is a little more quiet. He would ask, "Are you in a bad mood?" And for some reason, I always found that really triggering and I would get pissed, but I wasn't really sure why. That seems like a kind of a benign question. Are you in a bad mood? But then I realized that it was connected to my childhood, where that's how I was described, as moody or too sensitive. And so when he would ask me that, it would kind of trigger those feelings that I had as a kid and make me react in a way that wasn't really about the situation at hand. So anyway, I talked this through with him, and he agreed that he would no longer ask me if I'm in a bad mood. He would shift his language to ask, "Is everything okay?" And that made a huge difference, because then it felt like he was actually approaching me with compassion and a want to understand, versus that judgment that you might feel if somebody is sort of accusing you of being in a bad mood or implying that you're moody. So given the topic I'm focusing on this week, I just wanted to share my own personal experience and ask if any of you have something similar that you've experienced and would like to share. Because the more we can share our stories, the less alone and isolated and defective we feel. So I hope this was helpful. I would love to hear your story as well.